Hi, welcome to Cabo. Spending the next 3 days here. Well, not at this resort. Spending 3 days in Cabo. Never been here before. Never been to any resorty part of Mexico before. And this is gonna be another all-inclusive dining experience. So let me show you around. This is the room. Super tall ceilings. The bathroom looks nice. It's very spacious. And out back is the pool and the beach. So apparently, I didn't know this about Cabo. I guess people don't swim as much in Cabo as they would in Cancun. And the check-in process was wonderful. As soon as you come in, they put a heated, I guess it's a pillow. They put that on your shoulder. They bring you a drink. And this room right here with a pretty nice patio, this is actually the least expensive room in the entire resort. And of course, all the food, drinks, everything is included. It's about 4 p.m. right now. Let's grab some lunch. So they give you a little wristband to use as the room key. And right beside my hotel room, I'm pretty sure I saw the word pizza. There it is. So the only other time I've been to an all-inclusive resort was in Granada. It was a sandals resort. Just from one visit to the pizza restaurant, this place is so much better. So this resort, there's food everywhere. I got a couple of different pizzas. Also, I got a ragu rigatoni covered in toasty cheese and a half-baked cookie with ice cream on top. Only problem, I didn't get a fork. So let's just start with the margarita pizza. Okay, pizza dough looks nice and airy. Beautiful char marks on the bottom. You see the mozzarella, fresh basil, tomatoes. Oh, this is an awesome margarita pizza. The dough, the sweet tomatoes, the stretchy mozzarella cheese, the fresh basil, everything is top notch. This dough is really nice and airy. The sauce is good, the cheese is good. Yeah, this completely knocks sandals out of the water. And since I am absolutely starving, I got a second pizza. This is the Roberta. So this olives, pepperoni, salami, cured ham. Oh, this thing is freaking loaded with meat and cheese. Oh, I think some sausage on this too. Same grade crust cheese sauce with just a load of meat. I love this place. Pepperoni is so nice and toasty. This is my first meal of the day, so I am absolutely starved. All right, my ice cream is melting, so gotta find a fork. Be right back. All right, that was perfect timing. So besides going to the pizza restaurant, I also ordered some stuff off the in-room dining menu, which is of course included as well. I mean, Sandals blew my mind with all the restaurants there. It ain't nothing like this. Mexico, all-inclusives, they are in a league of their own. Oh, look at this. Ice cream, some caramel, chocolate chip cookie, all melty and nice. With some roasted macadamia nuts. This thing is so good, it hurts. How could it not? A melty chocolate chip cookie with nuts with a scoop of ice cream on top. And this thing's been sitting around for about 10 minutes and is still piping hot. Oh, it's good. It's so good. The pasta's perfect, the ragu's delicious, the cheese is melty and nice. Oh, I feel so much better now. Also, in the in-room dining, steak. Steak with what looks like little fried crispy onions. And this is actually picanha. So you see that nice layer of fat on top. All right, this one does seem a little overcooked. Not bad. A little overcooked. Still tender. The fat is so nice and smoky. It's wonderful. Also, got a Wagyu burger with fries. Look at this thing. Brioche bun, cheese, pickles. All right, this cheese seemed to have solidified, but still looks really good. Unfortunately, this burger is really dry. One final dish to try is the ceviche. So fish, shrimp, looks like some octopus. It's okay. I think it needs a little salt. I think overall, everything I got from the pizza restaurant incredible. In-room dining, not so much. So the way it works here is that there are a lot of restaurants on the premise. Only one of them requires a reservation. It's a French restaurant. So after this and some work and some gym time, we'll go for dinner. But so far, the restaurant's obviously way better than in-room dining. I was just out walking around checking out the pool and look at this, a churro stand. That's good. Churros by the pool, perfect. So this resort has 8 restaurants and I am right now at Yama, their Asian restaurant. It's so pretty. It's on a terrace on the 5th floor. You can sit outside. It's giving off like very much like Nobu vibes. Everything from the teacups to the soy sauce. It's so pretty. Of course, not all the restaurants are open today, and since I am only here for one night, I'm gonna try to get as many restaurants as I can. So just a few things, probably gonna get some nigiri and the A4 Wagyu Ishiyaki. And they brought a little appetizer. This is a fried rice paper with wasabi mayo. Creamy, sweet wasabi mayo with tamarind. It's pretty unique. Check this out. Lavender kelpish. Oh, this is wonderful. Lavender kelpish with a little mint. So this restaurant, they have a little herb garden in the middle of the restaurant where like the fresh mint for my lavender kelpish came from. Anyway, this is a very spontaneous trip. The last time I was in an all-inclusive resort, it really just blew my mind. Always wanted to go to an all-inclusive resort, and that experience in Granada was incredible, but I heard the best all-inclusive resorts were all in Mexico, so that's why I wanted to take a trip down, try a couple of them, and see how they are. And so far, yeah, there is no comparison. So they have this torched foie gras tuna nigiri. Look at that. Oh, that's good. The fish is butter, the foie gras is butter. Oh, that's super nice. Next piece, bluefin with caviar. Oh, that thing melts so nicely. The sushi here is really, really good. This is definitely a fattier piece. I think it's toro. Wow. Every single piece is absolutely melts in your mouth. Sushi is fresh, the rice is delicious. Obviously not gonna be as good as a sushi restaurant in Japan or something, but for hotel sushi, it's incredible. So the Wagyu is brought over on a plate with a little sea salt. Look at the marbling on this thing. And there's a hot stone to cook it on, and what you do is they say to cook it each side for 7 seconds. Dunk in a little bit of sauce. Oh man, that is so buttery and nice. I think for me, Wagyu, just a little bit of salt. I can't tell the difference between this and A5 Wagyu. This is a very impressive restaurant. Also, they have El Toro. I got a plate. It's phenomenal. Oh my gosh, this is good. Like great quality El Toro. Yeah, they have excellent sashimi here. Wow, the dessert looks epic. This is called an origami, and it looks like an origami balloon. If you're familiar with origami, you'll know what I'm talking about. But look at this. It's a chocolate mousse with a piece of gold on top, with looks like chocolate chips on the outside. Whoa, look at this. It's a chocolate mousse cake. That's a yummy dessert. Crunchy chocolate chips, the mousse is delicious, the cake is decadent, it looks good, it tastes good. That's pretty much what I would say about this whole place. Okay, restaurant number 2, I am at Habibi. The first thing that came to the table are these fried pita chips, and you dip it in this yogurt with olive oil. That's really good. Wow, a lot of spices in here. olive oil is really nice too. It's so incredible sitting here eating this delicious food. You hear the waves just pounding on the beach. Whoa, this is really cool. So in the room, what you can do is they have an app. You can get extra pillows, like different types of pillows. There's hyperallergenic, there's soft goose feather. You can have them draw you a bath. There's different types of bath salt. You can have different types of pillow mists. You can request turn down service anytime you want. And there's in-room aromatherapy. Okay, I'm getting some extra pillows. Whoa, and you can request additional artisanal handcrafted soaps. Okay. Gotta get some of that too. All right, first dish, bread with a poached egg and hummus. There's lamb in here as well. That's nice and airy. That's good. So there's lamb confit in here. You got the nice poached egg that adds a lot of extra richness to the hummus. This thing is creamy, it's smoky. That bread's incredible as well. Next up, khachapuri. Fireworks. Very unexpected, but nice. That pretty much described how this felt in my mouth. This thing is freaking delicious. It's toasty on the outside, inside nice and soft. The topping, rich, cheesy, earthy. Love this. This is 40-hour braised short rib. It's sitting on top of sweet potato hummus. Oh, that is tender. I think if they braised this for one more hour, this thing would have just dissipated. Wow. First of all, this short rib is just melt in your mouth, ultra tender. It's spicy, it's smoky, it's nice and fatty. It's seared, so you get a little bits of beefy crunch. This is one of the best things I had at this resort so far. I'm surprised nobody else is getting this. I'm looking around, nobody else has this on their table. This should be the #1 thing here. This is so nice. So they also have a cafe that's open where you could just stop in for ice cream, teas, coffee, desserts, chocolates. Oh, this is like a pistachio mousse. Pistachio mousse made with real pistachio in a pistachio crunchy chocolate shell. Also, the chocolates here are so beautiful. Tequila chocolate. That's really good. You can also go here for crepes. There's avocado, all sorts of different types of coffee. This cafe is awesome. So this resort, every night you can only have one reservation out of all the 8 restaurants that's available. And the only place that requires a reservation is this place, Lumiere French restaurant. Just like everywhere else I've eaten today, it's beautiful. Surprisingly though, not many people here. First off, a mouche bouche. So it's salmon mousse in the middle, caviar on top. It's like a little salmony spring roll. Not bad. I just want to say, this butter is beautiful. It looks like the chocolate I just got. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. And the brioche bread is fluffy and so soft. Oh, this thing tastes like half bread and half croissant. That butter is delicious too. Seared scallops, catch of the day. New York strip, prime New York strip. And mussels in white wine sauce. Not bad. Sauce is rich and creamy. That is definitely really buttery. Seared scallops. Sweet, buttery, tender. I think I'm just super excited for the steak. There's actually a steakhouse at this resort, but it's completely full tonight. So I really wanted some steak. This is definitely a very lean cut of beef. It's pretty tender. The gravy is nice. The potato is really good. Not the best steak I ever had, but not bad. The catch of the day might be the best thing here tonight. Fish is very tender, mild and light. I wish the skin was a bit more crispy. It's a very light dish. And all the ingredients here, besides the fish, there's some pork belly, the peas, there's some potatoes. I actually like the snappy peas on the bottom. All works together very well. I don't think any particular dish is that explosive or super memorable, but they all taste decent, not bad. So this is supposed to be the crown jewel of this place. Their souffle with caramel vanilla sauce. This is supposed to be absolutely heavenly. And of course, piping hot. The sauce is drizzled inside. Oh, that's magical. This is the best thing on the menu tonight. I can eat 3 days. The top layer is nice and toasty, and when you dig in, it's like you're eating the world's lightest lava cake. The whole thing is like a chocolatey, fluffy cloud. If I come back next time, forget the savory dishes, just get like 5 of these. I think that would make me very happy. This, 10 out of 10, tremendous. Yeah, definitely the best thing here. These restaurants actually open quite late, so this place opens till 11 o'clock. A couple things I wanted to get. One was this truffle risotto. Oh, heck yeah, this is wonderful. Wow, the rice is perfect, super al dente, explosive truffle flavor, like truffle fireworks. Actually, they could cook the rice just a tad more. I mean, it's not bad, but a tad more, and I think the texture will be absolutely perfect. But flavor, 10 out of 10. Other dish I got, the lasagna. Oh my gosh, this thing is just absolutely covered with a blanket of toasty cheese. This might just be the cheesiest lasagna south of the border. Oh wow, the pasta in the lasagna is outrageous. It's handmade pasta, and you can tell this thing has a phenomenal chew. And this is really meaty. The ragu is outstanding. The sauce is good, the pasta is incredible. No wonder this restaurant was booked out until just now. Yeah, if you ever stay here, come to the Italian restaurant. Last thing, tiramisu. It's really great. Just being able to have that awesome souffle right before having this. It's like one dessert legend after another. Yeah, everything at this Italian place, phenomenal. There's a couple more dishes I wanted to try. If I ever come back, I wanted to try the Florentine steak, the lobster pasta. So today overall, I think the pizza restaurant, the Italian restaurant, the Japanese restaurant. Oh, also the Lebanese restaurant was really good. I think those are my favorites today. Oh, and of course the souffle at the French restaurant. Outstanding. That was incredibly memorable. All right, I'm gonna eat and then hit the gym for the second time today. Lots to digest. Good morning, Cabo. That's beautiful. Oh, look at the size of this hot tub. There's the infinity pool, the beach, and this is breakfast. Whoa, with a brick pizza oven. Yeah, this is a beautiful location for breakfast, right by the ocean. Also, I didn't know this about Cabo, but people don't swim in the ocean here. Even in this resort, even though it's right by the water, right by the beach, swimming in the ocean is not allowed because it's just too dangerous. And I can see why. The waves are just pounding on this beach. As soon as you sit down, they bring you a couple of bites of French toast. Not bad. All right, breakfast looks incredible. I got a seafood enchilada. Oh, and you gotta see this. This is their signature carne asada sandwich. This thing, 2 giant slices of toast covered in cheese, chives, bacon, egg with carne asada inside. Also, got some chilaquiles, just cause I love it so much. Seafood enchilada. Oh, this is spectacular. It's soaked in this spicy tomato sauce. It's cheesy. Inside is stuffed with different types of seafood like shrimp. I think there's some scallops. There's some nice refreshing crunch from the shallots. Oh my God, this thing is just pure flavor. Pure flavor. Like absolutely mind-blowing. I might need another one of these. Oh, it's that good. The chilaquiles comes with some shallots, some asada on top, some avocado. Ridiculous. Crunchy tortillas soaked in the smoky red salsa. The asada is tender. Got a nice crunch from the shallots. I still like the enchilada better, but outstanding. And now for this. You can't really pick this thing up. You gotta eat this with a knife and fork. Asada inside, again, 2 ginormous pieces of toast covered, just smothered in cheese. Oh man. This is not for the faint of heart. And if you eat this, I'm pretty sure it will make your heart fainter. It is so rich and cheesy. Oh my gosh, a gooey, runny egg on top. Look at this. Oh man. And that's gonna add to the richness even more. Again, inside, thin slices of asada. There's tons of bacon. Not only is there cheese on top, look at this, there's cheese in the middle of the sandwich as well. They are not at all joking around with this sandwich. This is a hangover cure. That's what this is for. I mean, it's delicious, but wow, it is rich. I think my favorite thing for breakfast here, 100% the enchiladas. I mean, everything is good. The chilaquile is good. The sandwich is great. Wow, this looks like a really good buffet. So pastries are made in-house. They look phenomenal. Donuts, croissants, yogurt, cereal. Oh, look at this. I mean, the ham is almost gone, but there was a giant ham here. A Mexican food station, omelet station, classic traditional Mexican dishes. There's juice here, salad, cold cuts if you want it. All right, so the pastries look like the best thing on this buffet. They also have Mexican hot chocolate. Oh, this is great. The best hot chocolates I've ever had in my life, all in Mexico. I just got some shredded beef, some chicken and chipotle sauce, some greens, refried beans. Oh, wow. Chicken chipotle sauce is good. Very creamy and spicy. Chase it with some refried beans. Love refried beans. The shredded beef looks amazing too. Oh yeah, that's some tender, saucy shredded beef with some bold Mexican flavors. The pastries here look so good. Look at this croissant. I think it's because it's the end of breakfast, so it's a bit stale, but not too bad. Look at this. It's a croissant muffin. Ooh. This is really, really good. Obviously, a la carte breakfast can be better, but just from a hotel buffet standpoint, it's a really good breakfast buffet. So like I said yesterday, only here for one night. I don't think they ever anybody here for one night before. Only here for one night. Just wanted to try this resort out, checking out a little bit. Then I'm gonna head to the resort. It's down the street. It's like a 5-minute walk, so I think I'm just gonna walk it. And that's where I'll be for the next couple of days. So just for the all-inclusive experience. And tonight's dinner, it's gonna be incredible. And this is the reason why I'm staying at that hotel. Before leaving today, gotta get another pizza. I think tastes even better than yesterday. One last pizza before heading out to this resort. Such a good decision. So, literally walking to the next resort. It's not a far walk. It says on Google it's about a 5-minute walk, but it definitely is hot and really not much of a sidewalk. So just literally walking on the side of the road. And here it is. It wasn't that bad of a walk. Little welcome drink. Ginger beer with peppercorn. So this hotel I'm in is the Grand Velas Boutique. It's the adult-only section of the Grand Velas Resort, and they just built this. So if you want to go to the Grand Velas, you can have access to all the restaurants. You got to take a golf cart there, I think. I don't think there's anybody else in this building. It's really empty. So right now it's about noon, so just about 3 hours before check-in, and they already have a room ready. So at least that's good. They give you a basket with a beach towel. Let's see, just a regular closet. All mini bar stuff, of course, included. Oh, look at that. Water, everything in the fridge is included. Wine, sports drinks, sodas. The room is nice. The balcony is really nice. So you get a hot tub out here, and you got the flowers, petals everywhere. It's like Sakura season in Japan. A partial ocean view right there. The reason I got this room is because it's a couple $100s cheaper per night than what I would have had to pay over at the main building. And you get access to all the same restaurants, so why not, right? And the bathroom, they say there's a special feature in the shower. It's a vitamin C shower. And apparently there's a button to activate. I just gotta figure this out. And the main reason, of course, at least for me to stay at these all-inclusive resorts is the food. So that's what this place is supposed to be known for. Everything here is supposed to be absolutely amazing. And it is lunchtime, so let's go eat. To get to the main building, they take you on a golf cart. So this is the main hotel. Wow, it's pretty. Look at all the flowers. The pools look beautiful. A lot more trees at this one. So this is one of the restaurants that's open for lunch. Again, there's not a lot of people in this entire resort. So this is a ceviche bar, pretty much right by the pool. Got a tuna tostada. This thing looks great. Drizzle this with some lime juice. Okay, that's phenomenal. It looks like seared tuna. Tender, fresh. Love the splash of citrus from the fruit. This is a really light but delicious lunch. I think I'll get one more after this. Got an octopus tostada as well. Splash of lime. I think I like this even more. This thing is absolutely loaded with super tender octopus. This is a shrimp agua chile. Wow, this is awesome too.
El vuelve a la vida.
Ooh, thank you.
¿Sí?
Last plate. Last plate here. The shrimp agua chile is incredible. The shrimp is plump, it's sweet. The sauce is creamy and citrusy. And a good amount of heat in here. Yeah, this is good. I gotta say, this resort, ton of mosquitoes. Like the last at Blanc, I was outside eating pretty much the entire time. Didn't get bit once. Already got about half a dozen bites just sitting here. Last thing I got, they recommended this Serrano chili cocktail. So basically it's a shrimp octopus cocktail. A little sweet. Look at that fish in here as well. That's very zesty and nice. This one I feel like definitely the most flavorful of all the dishes I've tried. Yeah, this is a fantastic light lunch. I think after this, I'm gonna check out the lunch buffet. I got a dinner coming up, so I don't want to eat too much, but I really wanted to try the pizza. And got some seafood dishes and a cut of lamb. Okay, fish is not bad. Beef is okay. Okay, lamb is good. Very, very tender lamb. I think the hot dishes would have been better maybe at the beginning of the buffet because not a lot of people here, so I think a lot of the dishes been sitting there for a while. Pizza's just alright. It's cooked in one of those uni ovens. Definitely not even close to what I had back in Blanc. I think the best thing here is the lamb. Oh, also got some more ceviche. This is really good here. The desserts here look really pretty. This is an orange mousse. So the inside kind of tastes like a soaked tres leches cake. It's okay. This is supposed to be a lychee pudding. With sago inside. This one's not bad. I think the buffet overall, not a bad buffet. I think just some of the dishes been sitting out longer than it should, but ceviche is good, the lamb is good, pizza just tastes like any buffet pizza, and the dessert's really pretty. All right, one more lunch before dinner. Actually, never mind, all day dining. It's actually not all day dining. Wow, the view at this place is definitely the best so far. That is gorgeous. Wow, yeah, this place is so pretty. That's a nice little beach right there. So this is a snack bar. So there's a bunch of salads, seafood. There's tostadas here as well. There's taco. Ooh, bone marrow tacos. That sounds good. Bone marrow taco is here. So it's octopus taco with fresh roasted bone marrow. Squirt of lemon juice. And here we go.
So good. Oh, that is outstanding. The grilled octopus, tender as can be. Like, unbelievably tender and smoky. This thing is spicy, it's citrusy. The bone marrow adds so much richness and fat to kind of balance out the zesty flavor of this taco. This is 10 out of 10. It's so good. I'm really impressed by this. Also, I got a burger. Oh, this burger looks beautiful. Some crumbly cheese on top, lettuce, tomatoes, in a beautiful buttery bun. You can customize the temperature of your burger. I got it cooked medium. Okay, this looks like a juicy, juicy burger. It's good. The patty is juicy. The buns are soft and buttery. Love the fresh lettuce, tomatoes, onions. This burger is definitely way better than what I had at Blanc. Like a truly excellent burger. Last dish, a roasted red snapper with chili sauce. Add a splash of lemon. It's great. Okay, the food at this hotel, incredible so far, especially the restaurant part. Wow, the fish is so good. Very, very juicy, tender. The chili's more smoky than spicy. Oh man. This is so, so good. I think taco and this fish, best thing here. Burger not too shabby either. That was a delicious burger. This is a 5-star fish right here. For dessert, this is some sort of coconut pudding creme brulee concoction. Oh, this is so freaking good. That is phenomenal. So some fruits in here, pineapples, coconut cream, not overly sweet, mixed with a creme brulee. This is freaking masterful. Wow, this restaurant, I mean, this is just snacks. This is just a bar. It's delicious. Oh, the food, the view combo. This resort might actually be food heaven. We'll see tonight with the restaurants, but I'm expecting really good things because of the preview. All right, it's dinner time, and this is the primary reason I booked this particular all-inclusive resort. So this is the only all-inclusive resort in the world where there is a 1 Michelin-star restaurant on the premise, and that is also included in the all-inclusive. Or if you're not staying here, you want access to the restaurant, a set dinner menu will cost you around $300 a person. So when you walk in, they lead you to either the outside seating, which was right by a pond where you can sit inside and to enjoy the first amuse-bouche bite. And the first bite is a Wagyu tartare, and on top is smoked Parmesan cheese. Wow, wow, wow. Not only is there smoked Parmesan cheese, there's also truffles and fig. So the whole thing is meaty, extremely fragrant, sweet, and smoky at the same time. It goes perfect with this rose drink. Wow. That's a heck of a bite. So after the first bite, you come inside and they give you the set menu for tonight. Check this out, I've never seen anything like this before. Look at this menu. It's an electric glowing menu. Wow. When you sit down, the server comes by with 2 water flavors. One is citrus, one is mint, and they add it to your water. So now my water is nice and minty. So there's 2 options. One is the premium option and one is the regular option. The regular tasting menu is 8 courses. The premium has 10. And I think it says here 2,200 pesos is the price for this option. So I think the 8 course is included, the 10 course is not. There's like an extra fee for the extra 2 courses. And the extra seems to be the sea scallops. I can think about this. Second dish, this is what's called a rock cod fish. And on top there's shiso leaf, and on the bottom is sitting on a little cake with beautiful flowers on top as well. Wow, that fish is clean, tender, it's so smoky. Also very citrusy with a delightful crunch. That little cake on the bottom, so soft and delightful. Everything just like, that whole bite just absolutely melts in your mouth. And it's such a refreshing bite of fish too. And they paired it with a carrot drink. Carrots, strawberries, a little mint on top. Wow, it's nice. The bread course just showed up. This is their homemade sourdough. The butter with just a tiny bit of sea salt. Freshly baked bread with tastes like sesame seeds and sunflower seeds inside. I'm a big fan of bread, especially freshly baked bread. This is really good. This next dish is beautiful. So it's 4 pieces of a fish called Toto Aba. It's sitting in a sauce made with passion fruit and ricotta pepper and the little white pearls. These are lime pearls. The green leaf looking thing on top, I think it's just a cracker. This tastes like the most wonderfully fruity, citrusy, intricate ceviche. It's really citrusy. Those little lime pearls adds just an explosive citrusy flavor. The cracker provides a nice crunch because that fish will just melt in your mouth. This is a fish that's really only exclusive to the local region here. This is a wake your taste buds up kind of dish. Oh, phenomenal. So the next course is a corn velouté, which is a type of French soup. And in the middle, like a little island, there's a shiitake mushroom dumpling. And you're supposed to drink the soup first and then eat the dumpling. Wow, this is some amazing soup. Absolute fireworks. This might be one of the best soups I ever had. You do taste the sweetness of the corn, very subtle sweetness. Also, it's very citrusy, a little spicy, and when that explosive flavor dies down a little bit, what remains on your tongue, again, is that subtle sweetness of the corn. I mean, you hear corn soup, usually not that exciting. Nuh-uh, this is otherworldly good. Wow, so let's try this dumpling. So originally it kind of looked like a fried dumpling. Okay, that dumpling wrapper is made with some sort of pickled turnip or pickled radish. It's sour and crunchy, very refreshing. It just adds a whole additional layer to this delicious soup. Yeah, that was super good. Super. Next course, Angus beef cooked medium rare. Also, there's 2 purees. One is made with celeriac root, and the green one, asparagus. There's some mustard seed with some demi-glace added on, and maitake mushroom. Wow, that is such an amazing steak. Texture is absolutely perfect. The demi-glace is freaking fantastic. The purees add to the richness. The maitake mushrooms. Oh man, I think there's some vinegar added to that. This is definitely the best steak of this trip, hands down. Unfortunately, this meal's almost over. I think this is course number 7 already. Like, I'm kind of happy because I got 2 more dinners reservations after this. I don't really feel full at all, but man, it's sad that this is over. Dessert time, there's a few dessert courses. This is a course with Oko single cheese and then honey ice cream and a honeycomb cracker on top and fresh honey drizzled on top of all of that. Wow, I always love mixing cheese with honey. I think it's so delicious. This is like that, but like 20,000 times better. Sweet ice cream, cheese is a little savory, plus all the extra umami from the honey itself. Wow, that's so good. This new mocktail they brought over with apple, ginger, and there's a leaf inside. It's beautiful and delicious. So the main dessert is all about the elderflower. It's elderflower ice cream. On the bottom is hibiscus jello with some yuzu, I think, as well. He sprayed a couple of sprays of elderflower essence onto this dessert as well. It's definitely a very floral dessert. Sweet, citrusy, crunchy, refreshing. Yeah, definitely a very light, refreshing dessert. Not heavy at all. Last course, I think it's a chocolate. Little bits of chocolate nips on the outside. That was an amazing 8 courses, and actually a lot fuller than I thought it was gonna be. I had to rush out because the next reservation, well, like, it starts right now. And it's at the other property, and this is Loto Robata Grill. And as soon as you sit down, they bring you a couple of items. This is a shrimp and lobster fried ball. Not bad. Definitely really dense and heavy. It's got a nice crunch. You taste the lobster. There's a little bit of heat in here as well. And this, the Yorkshire pudding on top of sesame and ginger sauce. Look at this. This is beautiful. This is awesome. This thing is so light and airy. That is freaking delicious. Such a unique bread course. And this restaurant has a little bit of everything. There's steak, there's seafood. So, got a little bit of everything. First course, these 3 cones. And this one is salmon ikura. Look at this. Wow. Oh, this is freaking delicious. Tender salmon popping, umami-filled ikura. And the cone is so light. It's almost like a spring roll wrapper. The tuna. Oh my God, this is awesome. Melt in your mouth, tender, spicy tuna with sesame. Again, inside that thin, crispy wrapper. This is beef with truffle. Tender beef, huge truffle flavor. Also some mustard seeds in here. These cones are absolutely superb. Huge explosive flavors at the same time. The attention to detail on the flavors and the textures is very obvious. Wow, that's so good. Next few dishes are here. Got some oysters. So inside there's cilantro, lime, porchetta, aji chili. Oh, that's fantastic. That's a really citrusy oyster. The porchetta, that's there to balance out the citrus. It's fresh, it's spicy, it's refreshing. It's so good, it's crunchy. Like all sorts of different textures in here, but it is just a make you pucker your lips slurp of oyster. Wow, that's good. That's really good. Oh, I love the crunch of the cucumber. Oh, that porchetta is so good too. It's got some really bold flavors in there. Whoa. This next dish is sea bass terradito. It's basically sea bass sashimi. There's sea bass, passion fruit, some shallots. So it looks like some rice puffs, crispy garlic. It's sweet, a little savory. The sea bass is incredibly light. I love the crispy garlic on here. There's really a lot of complex flavors in here. Wow, these dishes are not simple at all. Very intricate, very fine-tuned. Ah, it's really good. Next dish is chocolate clams. So these are chocolate clams with avocados, looks like some chilies. There's also bone marrow in here and togarashi butter inside. I want to live in this restaurant. I'm loving this restaurant, I think just as much as the Michelin-star one. This is absolutely mind-blowing of a dish. Sweet, snappy clams, absolutely delicate. You get the richness of the bone marrow, wonderful creamy texture from the avocados. It's spicy, it's rich. This is like a Michelin-star dish right here. Unbelievable. It was one of the best dishes I've had on this trip. These are flavors that belong in a Michelin-star restaurant, 100%. Okay, this resort is freaking incredible. First of all, just based on the menu prices, because they've actually put the prices on the menu for people who want to come here and eat, who are not staying at the resort. I ordered about $1,000 worth of stuff already tonight. I got a ribeye, tomahawk. It's so beautiful. And besides that, I got some skewers. This is the ribeye skewers. Comes with a side of dipping sauce. Some sort of sesame dipping sauce, I think. So juicy. This one is the surf and turf. So this is ribeye and lobster. And it looks like bonito flakes on top. What? Oh no. Sweet lobster. The beef is, again, so tender and nice. Octopus, grilled octopus. Oh my God, this is better than the steak. I won't believe how tender this is. With spicy gochujang on top and sesame seeds. Next one, ginormous scallops, seared beautifully. Oh my God. Oh, that is just the ultimate succulent scallop. Everything grilled beautifully. Nice and smoky. Love the sear, love the seasoning. This, I am so excited about. Look at this ginormous tomahawk steak. Look at this bone. Wow. The steak is covered in onions and chimichurri, cooked medium rare. Yeah, that's beautiful. That is an absolute beautiful pink. It looks tender. It smells incredible. Look at the marbling on the steak. Wow. I can't believe this is included. I'm gonna put the bone aside just because it's so ginormous. Oh man, that cut easily. This is slap me in the face good. It's almost too good. This is about as melting in your mouth as a tomahawk can get. Oh my gosh. It's so tender. There's so much flavor with the onions and the chimichurri. Onions add a beautiful smokiness and sweetness to the steak. Chimichurri is wonderful. This is almost as tender as the steak I got at the Michelin-star restaurant. Wow, this is going down so easily. I love this resort. The food here is beyond next level, especially at this place. This is such an amazing restaurant. Everything I have is just an eruption of flavors. The dishes are incredibly unique, delicious. I can't say enough good things about this place. All right, it's 9:32. I am really late for my next reservation. Gotta finish this up. I just about put this whole steak away. This is so good. I don't even feel full eating this. I totally forgot I got dessert. This is a pretty ginormous dessert. So this is passion fruit with coconut foam and I think a lime ice cream. I think some seaweed on top. Like candied seaweed. Wow. It's definitely a hefty dessert. Not bad, not my favorite. So I'm just kind of going from building to buildings because all these restaurants are in different buildings. This is the last one I'm going to tonight. So Luca is an Italian restaurant and just looking through the menu, it's a big menu. Oh, there's a lot of good looking stuff. Like candied artichoke and Roman style. Octopus carpaccio, that looks good. There's truffle risotto, fresh pasta. Yeah, a lot of good stuff I want. So much. Oh my gosh, even the bread plate is beautiful. Look at that. Some roasted garlic, looks like. This is so crazy. This is like a fine dining Italian restaurant. This resort is a foodie's paradise. Wow. Freshly baked bread. Get some roasted garlic in this thing. Focaccia, roast garlic. That's ridiculous. Got an octopus carpaccio. This thing looks beautiful. So tomatoes on top, flowers, a little bit of lettuce. It's delicious. Octopus, perfectly grilled. Very tender. There's some balsamic on top. This thing is zesty, a little sweet. My balsamic's delicious too. This is really interesting. Never had this before. This is candied artichoke. On the bottom, it looks like some zucchinis, carrots, onions. Must try. This is so uniquely delicious. Artichoke is roasted beautifully. Some parts a little toasty, some parts very soft. Really simple seasoning it seems like, but wow, this is freaking 10 out of 10 amazing. I mean, this is a plate of vegetables, but I will eat this any day of the week. Every bite you take, there's so much fragrant flavor. There's so much different textures from the vegetables. Wow. I love this so much. Also, I wanted a margarita pizza because I wanted to kind of compare the pizza at this resort to Blanc, which serves a heck of a pizza. So this is also Neapolitan style pizza, it looks like. The margarita here, it's different. I mean, I've never seen like a fresh tomato on a margarita pizza before. At least not a true Neapolitan margarita pizza. Not bad. Cheese is good. Pizza dough, nice and airy and toasty. It's definitely not as light as the pizza from LeBlanc. I mean, it's a solid pizza, but still, comparing this pizza to the pizza at LeBlanc, it's like night and day. LeBlanc is so much better. Okay, so this is a seafood pasta in white wine sauce, some mussels, looks like some bay scallops, some clams, octopus, and shrimp. This looks really good. So it's freshly made pasta here at the resort. Oh, this is awesome. This pasta is so delicious. The seafood is great. It's spicy. Love the white wine sauce. Very buttery. The pasta itself, texture is phenomenal. Beautiful chew. This thing's got a ton of garlic in here. The seafood tastes fresh and plump. I like it. Also, I got a truffle risotto. One, because I love truffle risotto. Two, I also wanted to compare this to what I had yesterday. It's great. Rice texture is perfect. I feel like the rice texture here is better than what I had yesterday. Flavor-wise, I think I like LeBlanc's version better. It's more truffly. This one, it tastes more of the Parmesan cheese, which is wonderful. But the one from yesterday, you knew that was truffles, but the rice texture is definitely better here. Yeah, I do like the addition of the asparagus in the risotto here. I mean, I can't really fault them yesterday. I think yesterday I got to the restaurant maybe like 20, 30 minutes before last call. So I think the rice texture was really an aberration. But yeah, this one tastes way more Parmesan cheese than truffle. But overall, this place is awesome. I mean, just today, eating at all these restaurants does not feel like I'm in a resort. I mean, it feels like I'm just eating at these really beautiful, nice, fine dining restaurants. And I think overall, the food here is better than LeBlanc. Especially the last place I was at, incredible. I almost like that more than the Michelin-star tasting menu, which was fantastic, by the way. In this place, tonight, I think my favorite dish is the pasta, the seafood pasta, and the fresh bread. Yeah, this resort, I feel like is definitely geared towards food lovers. Pretty much everything I had today, spot on. I feel like if I had never been in LeBlanc and had their pizza, I wouldn't even nitpick about the pizza. It's good pizza. Dessert, dark chocolate panna cotta. Oh my gosh, it's great. It's like pure chocolatey silk. So decadent and velvety. They should have this panna cotta out there selling timeshares for these resorts. Because I'm telling you, not many things in the world are as smooth as this. It's just mind-blowing how good this is. I've been eating all day and I'm pretty stuffed. I'll easily finish this. It's that good. Oh, and this is really cool. So this is a homemade chocolate covered marshmallow with gold dust on top. It's good. But this is just so much better. All right, this has my last food today. I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning, it's breakfast time. There's one restaurant in the boutique building that serves breakfast. So it's a breakfast buffet. And what's really cool about these buffets is that they basically cook you pretty much whatever you want for breakfast on the grill section. You can get chilaquiles, quesadilla, pretty much whatever you want. So I got some chilaquiles, got some smoked salmon, and then lunch begins in an hour. Whoa, look at this chilaquiles it just cooked up. It's absolutely beautiful. What a stunning dish. Chilaquiles with mole, with barbacoa on top, and cheese, of course. Wow, I don't think I've ever had chilaquiles with mole. They recommended this to me. It is freaking outstanding. The mole is all sorts of spiced up. Barbacoa is tender, fresh herbs, shallots, crunchy tortilla chips. Wow. Incredible. It's spicy, it's rich, you got that incredible umami from the mole. I'm getting this again tomorrow. This is so freaking good. I'm so happy right now with this. Wow, this is just so nice. So there's only a few places open for lunch. This is the lunch place I was at yesterday, where I got the burger and the fish. I think I'm gonna hit the repeat button on that again. So got some of the dishes I love from yesterday, also some new dishes. This is watermelon ceviche. It's interesting. Oh, actually, yeah, it's good. On a little puffy rice cracker, little sweet savory combination, not bad. So this is a new dish that I didn't try before. This is chocolate clams, looks like with fresh fruits. Oh my God, it's so good. Chocolate clams are my new favorite thing now. They're good cooked, they're great in ceviche. So it's mixed in with some shallots, mangoes, little pepper. Wow. Also some Peruvian ceviche. Oh, this thing is really citrusy. The fish is tender, nice crunch from the shallots, a little heat in this as well. So I didn't know this. Chocolate clams You really can only harvest it here in this region. It's something I've never really tried before. The texture, it's so light and snappy. It's got a natural sweetness, not really briny at all. That snappy, super tender texture really makes this ingredient stand out. I had to get another octopus taco with bone marrow. One of the best things here. Also, got the fish, got a burger. Dinner is in 6 hours, so after this, same routine as yesterday, work out, and dinner, 3 more restaurants. See you then. So this is a very fancy Mexican restaurant. I got some snappers, some short ribs, some tacos. And as soon as you sit down, you're brought crunchy tortillas with guacamole and some salsa. Yeah, guac is so good. Just like all the other restaurants on this property, it's so beautiful. You can either choose to sit inside or outside. It's been bombarded with mosquitoes at this resort, so I'm choosing to sit inside from now on. First bite, amuse bouche. This is a sope. It's fried masa on the bottom with like some avocado too. Oh wow, shredded beef on top. Tender beef, slightly sweet masa. That's really nice first bite. So this first appetizer dish is called a yellowfin tuna infladita. So it's a hollow tortilla with cilantro, looks like some mint, and yellowtail inside. Wow. Sorry, I meant yellowtail tuna inside. That thing was bomb. Like it feels like an actual explosion when you bite into it. Got the super crunchy outside shell, that melt in your mouth tuna, and the herbs. It has such a refreshing fragrance to this dish. Next course is taco. So got a soft-shell crab, and this crab is from La Paz, which is a city that's near here, and it's sitting on top of chipotle aioli in a cabbage salad, and there's tomatillo sauce on the side. I don't think I need this sauce. This thing looks gorgeous. I mean, it's fried. It looks like it's seasoned with some chilies on the soft shell crab. Oh my God, I love this restaurant. This is so freaking incredible. I mean, just such an explosive crunch from the crispy soft shell crab. The crab seasoned with a little bit of chilies. You can taste tiny bit of heat and all that great umami inside the body of the crab. Also, the second crunch is from the cabbage salad, and that's all sitting on top of spicy, creamy chipotle sauce, all wrapped with a homemade tortilla. This is a 10 out of 10 taco. The next taco is a crispy ribeye with guacamole and smoked tomatillo sauce. Every single taco is so intricately made. It's awesome. Every bite of food here has been so good. Ribeye, crispy on the outside, tender on the inside. When you chew, you're getting that nice beefy flavor and also a little bit of fattiness from the ribeye. The guacamole is wonderful. The tortilla is a blue masa with a hint of sweetness. You get a crunch from the onions and the beautiful fragrant flavor from the herbs with a nice little hint of smoke from the tomatillo. Like the perfect surf and turf taco combo. This next one is the soup. So this is habanero cream with pork belly inside with a pumpkin flour. Oh yeah, I love this soup. Creamy, rich, it's foamy, and also you are just getting a ton of heat from the habanero. The pumpkin flour just tastes like a leafy veg with very subtle flavors, and this is the choro yote. It is a little masa dumpling. This is a must try. This might be my favorite dish so far tonight. All the flavors incredibly explosive and go so well together. Oh, and the pork belly, just got a bite of that. That was nice and fatty pork belly. And the rest of the food has arrived and everything looks gorgeous. This is a duck confit tamal. The sauce they use here, this is from corn smut. So it's basically a corn smut truffle emulsion. This is so pretty, look at this. Little red, little green with the duck confit in the middle. Oh man, get out of town with this. Everything about that, it's melts in your mouth. The tamal, the duck, the sauce is earthy, it's refreshing, and so incredibly vibrant. Wow, I mean, this is an exceptional take And such a traditional dish with this whole thing in my mouth. Oh, I love this so much. Oh, that fatty duck flavor mixed with the vibrant flavor of the tamal. Oh, out of this world. I'm so excited to try the next couple dishes. Let's do this one first. Look at this. It's a grilled octopus telacoyo. There's raw croissant cheese. The sauce is made with chiltepin peppers, and there's Mexican tea leaves. I think these are tea leaves right here, crispy tea leaves. Usually when you get a grilled octopus, it's just a grilled octopus. Not here. Look at all this. There's so many layers to this thing. Get some of this pepper sauce, some leaves. This might just be the greatest grilled octopus ever. First of all, the octopus itself, it's just remarkably tender and smoky. You taste that delicious char from the fire sitting on top of this masa that is slightly sweet, nice and toasty. There's wonderful smoky flavor coming from the sauce. The tea leaves are so crispy and nice. Oh my gosh, and you get so much octopus with this dish. I mean, it's savory, it's a little sweet, smoky, peppery, and just bursting with umami from the sauce. At the same time, so refreshingly delightful. This is a dish that will shock your taste buds. It's so good. This one I'm also so excited about. This is beef fillet with short ribs with a duo of mole. There's mashed potatoes and grilled vegetables. And just like the last dish, so beautifully presented with just an array of pop and colors. Look at how gorgeous the fillet is. Cooked medium rare. Let's try with this first mole. The first mole, a little sweet, very smoky, a little bit of heat. Ooh. That kind of grows as you chew the beef. When you first put it in your mouth, it tastes kind of mild. Not at all. That smoky flavor from the mole grows as well. That is so delightful. The flavor just gets more and more intense as you eat. The second mole. Wow. You taste the flavors of the spice much more in this one. The first one I feel like is a slow burn. This one, you taste the vibrant spices right away. Also, the steak is good, the short rib is good, just exquisite. Last dish is the special of the day. This is a red snapper with Morita chili aioli and tomato sauce, topped with cilantro and mint and some pickled onions. Again, so beautiful. Wow, this is gonna be a tender, tender piece of fish. Wow, I love this restaurant so freaking much. These flavors, they really have transformed every single dish I've had tonight into just a masterpiece. When you bite into this thing will make you want to cry. First of all, it's as tender as can be. The sauce, smoky, little bit of heat. It's nice and citrusy as well. And when you eat that with the fresh herbs, it's like a fragrant tornado of flavors. Oh man, yeah, this is a must try. This dish. I mean, so many dishes tonight are must tries. Chef's here is an absolute genius. I think this actually might just be my favorite dish tonight. The flavors are so explosive. This dish will definitely make you borderline emotional. Dessert time. First off, churro bites. So churro with chocolate from Oaxaca, cinnamon ice cream and caramel sauce. The chocolate is awesome. If the chocolate's from Oaxaca, you know it's gonna be good. The churro, nice and crispy on the outside. Oh man, take a churro, dip it in some caramel sauce, dunk it in some chocolate sauce, dunk it into the ice cream. That is a satisfying dessert. This next one is wild. Check this out. This is a cacao mousse and mole from Oaxaca. So chocolate and mole mousse sitting on top of a bit of cricket powder and cocoa nips. So this of course is very much a local Oaxacan delight. So crickets and chocolate, specialties of Oaxaca. Look at this. Take the mousse, dip it into some cricket powder. This thing is so chocolatey and smooth. And you can eat this little cricket on top. And if you never had cricket from Oaxaca, it's a little citrusy, like nice and lemony. So the cricket powder has a nice citrusy balance to the sweet chocolatey mousse. This restaurant, might be one of my favorites that I've tried out of both of these hotels. I think the dishes here taste just as good as the Michelin-star place I went to. All right, I gotta hurry because my next reservation, well, it's right now, so see you in a bit. So this is a French restaurant, and as soon as you sit down, a bread basket arrives. So 2 different types of butter. One is herb butter, one is regular butter, and I think these are little croissant rolls. Like hot, toasty, buttery croissants. You don't need any more butter than this. Also, toasty little baguettes. Bread basket is great. All right, appetizers. I got a crab salad with caviar. This crab looks like almost like a stone crab. Yeah, how could this not be good? Crab, succulent, sweet. Caviar adds a ton of pop and umami. And this is served with rye bread and grapefruit. The rye bread adds a nice crunch to the succulent crab. And the grapefruit, pretty yummy citrusy twist. Next is giant shrimp sitting in Blanc sauce, which is a white buttery wine sauce. And on top, it's basically a cheese cracker. This dish is really, really rich. The shrimp is giant and plump. I really, really like the sauce. Cheese cracker is good too. Not bad. Next dish, this is seared scallop inside a spinach sauce with truffle vinaigrette. This dish is a little one-dimensional. The sauce is spinachy. That's about it. I mean, the seared scallop is good. The arugula is fine. Not much depth to this dish at all. So for soup, there's French onion. There's also potato leek. So I got the potato leek soup. It's very buttery. I feel like this thing needs salt. The flavors are very, very light. Just okay. Entree is here. I got 2. The first is a beef fillet with 1,000-layer potatoes. Not bad. Beef is pretty tender. The sauce is very, very rich and deep. The potatoes really good. Look at this. Super thin slices of potatoes layered together. It's crispy. It's soft. This with the sauce. Very, very nice. Next is sea bass and a shrimp bisque with 3 mussels that looks kind of dry. Let's try the sea bass. Okay, the skin is not very crispy either. Okay, the shrimp bisque, I think as a soup, it'd be okay. As a sauce, a little under flavored. You can definitely taste the shrimp in the sauce. It's buttery, very light. I feel like overall, every item I've had tonight has been very much on the light side. Not flavor-wise. I mean, the fish is tender. The skin, I don't know if it's meant to be crispy, but the skin is very soft. The fish is actually a tad dry too. I think the fish dish, that really does taste like all-inclusive food. So far, I think my favorite thing tonight might just be the bread basket. All right, dessert time. This is the chocolate souffle with whiskey ice cream. Incredible. I think this is on par with the souffle from Blanc. Whiskey ice cream is so good too. Very, very rich ice cream. I think almost identical to what I had at Blanc. It's so interesting because I remember over there, I was kind of underwhelmed by the savory dishes as well, but then the souffle just blew my mind. Same thing here. Savory dishes, I didn't think were all that great. This is absolutely incredible. Light, fluffy, I mean, this thing tastes like it's made from chocolatey clouds. Yeah, 10 out of 10. So this thing is caramel ice cream sitting on top of chocolate biscuit, white chocolate ganache, and a caramel crisp. Wow, this thing's got a lot of layers. Looks like a very decadent dessert. That's great. Wow, desserts here are amazing. The chocolate cake is extremely decadent. At the same time, so velvety. You got a beautiful crunch from the caramel crisps. The ice cream is delicious. The white chocolate ganache is creamy and delightful. Night and day when comparing the desserts to what I had before. Oh, this is incredible. Yeah, desserts made this place completely worth it. I was really down at this restaurant until the desserts came out. Yeah, this and the souffle, both 10 out of 10. Again, I gotta hurry up. One more reservation, one last restaurant tonight.
One last meal tonight. This is Velas 10. This is the steakhouse on the premises, looking right over the crashing waves. By the way, ocean, beautiful in the daytime, terrifying at night. And the waves are really just coming in. Wow. All right, the bread looks incredible. So, came in a little cast iron pot. And look at this, freshly baked bread with herbs on top. Oh man, this looks soft. Oh, wow, look how soft that bread is. Piping hot too. 2 types of butter. One is red wine reduction butter and one is garlic butter. The bread is good, so fresh. This thing is definitely straight out of the oven. Butter is delicious. Again, look at how airy and light this bread is. Beautifully crusted on the outside too. This is excellent, excellent bread. What I like about this resort is that every single restaurant has a mouche bouche. And look at this thing. This is a smoky pani puri, an Indian snack dish. Oh man. Oh yeah, that's good. I was not prepared for how smoky that thing is. I think it's some sort of potato salad inside, like a citrusy potato salad. Tons of spices in there as well. First few dishes has arrived and I wish you can smell this. If you are ever in Mexico, if there is chocolate clams on the menu, you gotta try it. These clams are the sweetest, most succulent, tender clams you'll find anywhere, and this preparation is truly unique. This is smoked chocolate clams, roasted with cheese, and inside there's also octopus and shrimp. Look at this. Oh my gosh. And the plating is so beautiful as well. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, so good. This is the best one so far. I've had chocolate clams prepared a lot of different ways while here in Cabo. This is the best. Obviously, it's cheesy. You taste the sweet clams. The sauce, it's so spicy and citrusy. The flavor is so powerful. When I put this in my mouth, I just like, it's almost overwhelming. Also, the smoky flavor that's in here. It's such a beautiful touch. Wow. Wow, that's all I can say about this dish. Wow, one of the best dishes I've had on this trip. I cannot believe how good this dish is. The octopus is good, the clams are fantastic. Everything, wow. When I put this in my mouth, that's all I'm thinking in my head. Wow. Next dish, this is the tuna tiradito. It's tuna covered in truffle ponzu sauce and ají amarillo with some avocados and sesame. Wow, this looks beautiful. Oh, look. Grilled avocados too. Oh, that's amazing. Melt in your mouth tuna. I mean, that tuna is softer than the avocado. Avocado grilled, beautiful smoky flavor. The fragrance is enhanced by the sesame seeds. The sauce, you definitely taste the truffle. It's spicy, it's very citrusy. Again, super powerful flavors. I mean, this is like night and day compared to the dishes I just had in the French restaurant. This is all unapologetic, pure knockout flavors in every single dish. Next up, bone marrow. Roasted bone marrow with popping sweet corn, splash of lemon juice, and super spicy chilies on here too. Another solid dish. Main courses here. I got a 16-ounce ribeye on a sizzling platter. And this thing is sprinkled with just some salt, rosemary, beautifully pink in the middle. First bite, just trying this on its own. Delicious. Okay, it is very different than what steakhouses taste like in the US. There isn't as much of a outer crust to these steaks, but it is very tender, very juicy. I got 2 different sauces for the steak. One is house-made chimichurri sauce.
which is wonderful. Garlicky, vinegary, perfect with the steak. The other one, horseradish sauce. Creamy horseradish, not bad. Definitely like the chimichurri more. I got another grilled octopus dish, and this one, look at this. Oh my gosh, there's so much octopus. This looks like one whole octopus in here. Wow. And this is octopus with chorizo. Look at that. Look at that combination, huh? It's not bad. Octopus is tender. Chorizo's delicious. Earlier tonight, I had such an amazing grilled octopus dish. I can't really help but compare this to that. That one does taste a lot better than this, but nothing wrong with this dish. Octopus is really tender. Chorizo's good. It's not bad. And for the size, got a corn rib. This is good. This thing, buttery, very juicy, very sweet, good amount of heat. Overall, pretty good dishes. I think the appetizer for me was my favorite. And again, the steak is good, but it's not gonna be up to par as something you will find in like a New York steakhouse or something. The appetizers though, especially that chocolate clam, incredible. Dessert is a peach crostata. It's a grilled peach tart with yogurt ice cream on top. This is really good. Peach is good, grilled peach, even better. Yogurt ice cream's really good too. Yeah, this is awesome. That wraps up another incredible food day at this resort. I think dinner, my favorite, 100% the Mexican restaurant Frida. Every single bite, incredible. It was just the chef's take on traditional Mexican dishes were so innovative and delicious. Best dessert of the night, 100% at the French restaurant. The souffle was amazing. The triple layered chocolate dessert was incredible. The steakhouse, again, I love the appetizers, love the chocolate clam, the bone marrow, the tuna. Steak-wise, I feel like I might have gotten the wrong steak. They have a tomahawk steak, like a 40 odd ounce tomahawk steak. And originally that's what I really wanted to get, but after all the food tonight, I was feeling like maybe I wasn't able to finish the whole thing. So I got a 16-ounce ribeye, which like I mentioned, it's a good steak, it's tender, it's juicy, but it didn't taste like a top-notch steakhouse steak. There was no crust. It tasted more like a steak I would cook at home. And from the photos, I think the tomahawk looks a lot better because I really did love the tomahawk steak I had yesterday at Lodo, and that felt like a really good steakhouse steak. But overall, the food, top-notch. The only letdown for me were the savory dishes at the French restaurant. I didn't really like it much, but everything else, pretty darn good. It's getting late. It's about almost 11 o'clock now, so go back to the room, go to sleep. Tomorrow, leaving early afternoon, so I'll see you for breakfast. Definitely gonna miss waking up to this. Don't really have a lot of time this morning. Got about 40 minutes before the cab gets here. So I got some room service, it just arrived. Let's eat. I got some shishito pepper guacamole. That's really good, like really, really good. Also, oven baked nachos. This thing looks like it's been sitting out for a while. Not too bad. The steak is tender, cheese is still nice and melty. Pretty good. This is the roasted cauliflower. Oh, this is really good. Roasted cauliflower and truffle sauce. This is delicious. Truffle sauce is good. The balsamic on top of the truffle sauce is delicious. Oh wow, that's really nice. I got fish and jumbo shrimp. It's a little cold. Also, truffle fries and burger. The fries, a little soggy. And the burger, yeah, it's a dry burger. I think it's not as bad as the burger I got from Blanc. It's not a good burger though. Last thing to try, look at this. Steak and mashed potatoes and gravy. The steak actually looks really tender. That is a tender, tender cut of steak. A tiny bit undercooked, but tastes great, especially with the mashed potatoes and gravy. I feel like overall, this resort's in-room dining is way better than what I had at LeBlanc. I just want to give a quick summary about the two hotels I stayed at. So the price per night at LeBlanc, I think I paid
around $850 a night. In this hotel, if you stay at the main hotel, I think it's $1,200 a night. But if you choose to come to their boutique hotel, which I did, you save $200 a night and you get the same food. But in terms of reservations, if you stay at the boutique side, the guests who are staying at the main hotel gets priority over you for the dinner reservations. Another big difference is that in LeBlanc, you can only get one dinner reservations a night. Here you can get reservations to any restaurants you want. In terms of the worth of value, I felt the food at LeBlanc was pretty darn good. In fact, for lunch, I prefer LeBlanc because I love the pizza so much. I love the pizza, I love the pasta, I love the cookies. It's just a matter of preference. Here the lunch is more tacos, burgers, fish, which is good as well, but I just really like the pizza. I do feel like this resort is a foodie's paradise. I feel like most of the food I've had at this resort, incredible. The Mexican restaurant, I think, was one of my favorites. Loto was amazing. The in-room dining is good. The lunch is good. At LeBlanc, I was only able to try a couple of the restaurants. I felt the same thing, like the French restaurant over there wasn't great either until dessert. I love the Asian restaurant. The Lebanese restaurant was delicious. I didn't really get to try out the steakhouse. Oh, the Italian place was good too. If the food here was a solid 10, LeBlanc will be like an 8.5. Also, I'm not sure about this place, but LeBlanc, you could order from the restaurants and they deliver to your room. So if you don't get a reservation, you can still enjoy the food. I think if I was only able to stay at the main building here, paying about $1,200 a night compared to LeBlanc at around $850, I would choose LeBlanc. I think LeBlanc will be a better value for my money. But if you want to just focus on food, you want to go to the Michelin restaurant, which you can go more than once during your stay if you wanted to. The overall food quality here is a little better. Service-wise, I feel it's about the same. Both incredibly friendly. People are so nice and helpful. I do like that at LeBlanc, you do have an app where you can order room cleaning or extra pillows or a bath, which makes it very convenient. And I think the best deal is when you leave LeBlanc, they offer you a 50% off a future stay, which I think is an incredible value. I didn't do it because I don't really go to all-inclusives all that much, but thinking back, I kind of wish I did because it is a tremendous value. So I think for just food, I like this resort more. Value for money, I think LeBlanc. Oh, also one thing I want to say, these two resorts, so much better than the Sandals I stayed at in Granada. So much better. It's not even comparable. It's so much better. Again, I've only stayed at now total of 3 all-inclusive resorts in my life, but it's really, really nice. Welcome to Cancun. It's my first time in Cancun. I had another all-inclusive, so this is my 3rd all-inclusive resort. And look at that pool. That's beautiful. And the weather, a little bit chilly, low 70s. I think it's perfect. And the hotel I'm staying at this time is called The Finest. This one's about $500 a night. And I got here exactly at dinner time, and there's no reservation for any of the restaurants in this hotel, so gotta go get a seat. By the way, on this balcony, giant bed. There's a jacuzzi right there. Quick tour of the room. Couch, bed. There's definitely a musty smell, like a damp/chlorine smell to this room. Otherwise, everything's included. Coffee, mini bar, and alcohol is here. Okay, let's go eat. So this hotel has 14 restaurants, 2 of which are for their members-only guests. Again, no reservation, first come, first serve. And the first restaurant I want to go to is Brass, the Steakhouse. Okay, Steakhouse has an hour and 30-minute wait. We're gonna come back to that. Let's go somewhere else first. Okay, this restaurant downstairs seems pretty empty. Tinto Tapas. Okay, that's just weird. So this place, I stood there for about 15 minutes. Nobody came out to see me. I don't think I could just walk in and grab a table, but anyway, yeah, the people behind us left too. All right, let's just find another restaurant. Okay, this is their Italian restaurant. All right, I see empty tables. Wow, okay, so Italian restaurant, 45-minute wait right now. I don't even know where to eat. Okay, this one was a little hard to find. So the Surf and Turf restaurant, there it is. It's inside this food marketplace. Okay, let's see if I can find a table here. 50 minutes? Okay, thank you. So every single restaurant that's a restaurant is gonna be like at least 50-minute wait. Okay, let's see if this Mexican restaurant has seating. Looks like it does. Got a couple of appetizers. This is the aqua chile. This is basically shrimp ceviche. Shrimp is tender, spicy, refreshing, pretty good. Also got the grilled octopus salad with some corn and beans, lettuce. I really like how smoky the octopus is. Really nicely spiced, pretty tender. That's a good appetizer. And this is the tamaulipas. So it's a grilled flank steak with an enchilada with mole, sauteed peppers, refried beans. Wow, this is a really, really juicy steak. Look at that. This looks like a really good steak. It's awesome. This is a supremely juicy steak. If that steakhouse steak tastes as good as this, then we're in business. And this is a chicken enchilada. The mole is nice and smoky. Chicken's pretty tender. It's not about steak. That steak is so good. Seasoned perfectly. You taste the fire from the grill. Juicy, tender, incredible flank steak. The other dish I got is the Yucatan. So this is baked suckling pig, green tomato sauce, and corn dough balls. Oh, that pork looks really nice and tender. That's delicious. The pork is very rich. A mix of lean and fat pieces, but with such a beautiful balance with the tomato sauce. It's so flavorful. It's fatty, it's peppery, smoky, very tangy. I mean, the pork is not nearly as tender as the steak, but the flavor is tremendous. So for dessert, I got the Oaxaca, which is supposed to be the chocolate cake with orange and mezcal sauce. I think this is the 3 milk cake, but this thing looks really good. Yeah, I think this is the 3 milk cake. Not upset that I got this though. This thing is just drenched in milk. Light whipped cream on top, sweet, very rich, very delicious. That was a very happy accident. Let me see if I can still get the chocolate cake though. Okay, I'm done. That is the Oaxaca chocolate cake. Don't really taste the orangey element to it. Definitely chocolatey. It's almost 8 o'clock. Let's see if my table's ready. All right, I got a ton of stuff at the steakhouse. Appetizer, creamy corn soup. A little sweet, tons of corn flavor, not bad. Okay, everything looks so good. This steakhouse looks spectacular. I got some ribeye. Let's try this. Perfection. I think of all the steakhouses, including the couple I went to back in Cabo, steak here's the best, like by far the best. That ribeye is ridiculous. Beautiful crust, so fatty and juicy. You taste the fire. Wow, that's good ribeye. This resort, the steak tastes so much better than resorts that cost twice as much, if you can get a table. I got a flank steak. It's good. It's not as good as the Mexican restaurant flank steak. It's good though. What looks incredible is the picanha. Look how juicy this thing is. Hands down, this resort, best steak I've had so far. Of all the all-inclusives, best steak is here. That picanha is legendary, next level stuff. So juicy with a beautiful layer of fat, a wonderful smoky crust. Dip it in some chimichurri. That's so crazy good. Wow, wow, wow. Also, I got a burger. This is their spicy burger with bacon. All right, the bun kind of fell apart. It's like a decent burger. Could be a little dry. Burger's just okay. A little dry. The bun is just too crumbly. Oh my gosh, look at this tenderloin. That is a thick, juicy, cooked perfectly piece of tenderloin. And that is so soft, so soft. Oh my God. This is like a New York steakhouse. Like if top New York steakhouses were a 10, this is solid 8.5. It's almost there. That's a beautiful tenderloin. I also got a beef rib. Oh my gosh, look how tender that is. Drenched in gravy. Look at that. Nice fatty piece of beef rib. It's like it's cooked by angels. It's as soft as a cloud. The gravy, nice and beefy. Both the tenderloin and the beef rib, incredible. This steakhouse is great. I'll have to try to come back here again tomorrow if it's open. That's the thing with this resort. You never know what restaurants are open until the morning of, but I want to come back here. The steak is just too good. Maybe I'll get another steak. The steak here is so good. I got two more. The picanha and the tenderloin. I think these are my two favorite cuts. Oh man, this is so soft. Oh, that picanha is so beautiful. With a giant layer of fat. Perfectly soft and tender. Oh my God, it's so good. You definitely taste that char in every single bite. And the tenderloin, I think these two cuts are better than some steakhouses I've been to. Ridiculous. I will eat here every day if I could. One more restaurant. I'm at this restaurant called Surf and Turf. So basically every single plate is surf and turf. So clam chowder is clam chowder with bacon. Yeah, this is just all right. I mean, this just tastes like some clams and like an ocean of cream. Yeah, just okay. All right, next dish I got lobster mac and cheese with ribeye with caviar on top. Well, the caviar, I think it's lumpfish caviar. It's really briny and bitter. That's not good. The lobster is okay. The mac and cheese itself is not bad. I feel like the addition of the ribeye is kind of forced. Yeah, it's just okay. This other one's ribeye and scallops. Look at this. Okay, this looks really good. Two ginormous scallops with ribeye on a skewer over mashed potatoes. After just coming from the steakhouse and tasting how good that ribeye was, this tastes nothing like that. This ribeye is super tough. Scallops is good, ribeye is not. I think eating here right after the steakhouse, big mistake. Dessert, I got a deconstructed carrot cake, a banana creme brulee, a cheesecake, and their chocolate cake. Nutty, decadent, beautiful burst of carrot flavor. This is a winner. Banana creme brulee, ooh. Out of 10. Yeah, the dessert dishes here are so much better than their savory dishes. Creamy, rich creme brulee, crispy outer caramelized shell. Oh, you definitely taste the banana. Absolutely delicious. This is the blueberry cheesecake. Desserts here are so good. Every single dessert so far, incredible. This is really good cheesecake. It's so nice and creamy. Great balance of flavor from the blueberry. Delicious. This is like some kind of peanut butter chocolate cake. All the desserts here, really, really good. So basically right now, this is peak season for Mexico. When I was at Cabo, it wasn't that many people there because I went during low season. Right now, the hotel is completely full. That's why when I was trying to get tables earlier, it was completely booked out. But I was still able to get in an hour and a half later. So if you don't go during the really busy times, which is pretty much right when they open, then you can get in. Also, that steakhouse, best steakhouse I ever been to in an all-inclusive resort. Better than a lot of steakhouses I've been to. Some of the best steaks I've had anywhere. That place was absolutely mind-blowing. So if you love steak, this is a resort worth considering. All right, I'm working on about 3 hours of sleep, so I'm gonna go eat, gym, go to bed. See you tomorrow. Definitely a nice day today. We're right by the beach, but I haven't seen the water yet. So after the first night at this hotel, a little feedback about the rooms. Overall, it's not bad. Bed's pretty comfortable. The only thing is the rooms have paper thin walls. I can hear people talking in the next room. I'm on the second floor, and anybody who's talking in the pool area, I can hear all of it. And it's not even like they were being loud. You can just hear it. So if you're looking for peace and quiet, this place is not it. They do have really, really nice pools here, and the ocean right over there. Gym's really nice. So I didn't eat breakfast yet, but it's lunchtime. So lunch is gonna be at this Italian place. What's really impressive about these restaurants at this resort, the menu is really extensive because they also have like a whole food plant-based menu. And there's some good items on that. So we got some focaccia bread. So I got some melon and prosciuttos. Prosciutto with melons, that's always gonna be good. And a portobello mushroom soup. Okay, this is the best soup I had in this resort so far. First two I didn't really like. The mushroom soup is wonderful. Thick, rich, earthy, super mushroomy soup. It's really good. Mussels, that's not great. Doesn't really taste very fresh. Has a slight bitterness to it. All right, the main courses are coming on. I got a margarita pizza. Definitely not as good as Blanc, but not bad. Crust is toasty, good quality cheese. Very light, not a bad pizza. I'm starving right now, so I got a lot of hot dishes coming. Pasta bolognese. It's just okay. Sauce a little watery. Also got a shrimp risotto. This is good. I like this a lot. Shrimp is plump and juicy. The risotto's cooked well. The tomato-based sauce is tangy with a hint of sweetness. Very, very good. Oh, that's a winner dish. Next dish is a tuna loin. Great. Nice sear outside the tuna. Really nice smoky flavor. Tuna itself is juicy. It's tender. This is awesome. That's really good tuna. And finally, a lasagna. A really good lasagna. Oh, they nailed this lasagna. Toasted cheese. The sauce is good. Stuffed full of meat. So far, food at this resort has been pretty darn good, with their steakhouse being absolutely exceptional. Okay, lunch number 2. This is their Duke's Lobster restaurant. There's no lobster yet for lunch, but lunch so far doesn't look great. The fried fish, the breading tastes really, really rubbery. Also, I got the Blanc steak tacos. The flavor's not bad, but the steak is definitely dry. So far, I think this restaurant is just okay. Oh, wow, there's iguanas here. There's another one over there. This is really neat. So there's a bar right by the pool, and there's an ice cream machine. You just get some ice cream. Yeah, trippy ice cream. That's a nice touch. And also, there's a list of activities you can do all day. There's bike tours, mud therapy, there's rifle shooting, pickleball. It's dinner time, and something else I really like about this hotel. Well, first of all, this place is at capacity. Every room is taken pretty much. And walking around, it really doesn't feel like that. That's pretty nice. And secondly, 0 mosquitoes. They fumigate like crazy here. 0 mosquitoes. It's so nice. So dinner, I'm at their French restaurant, and the reason why it's pretty empty right now is because this is an adult-only restaurant. Most people in this resort came with kids, and the menu looks amazing. The first thing is a mouche-bouche. I think a little imitation crab salad with avocados and tomatoes, peppers. That's pretty refreshing. All right, I got a lot of dishes. First thing that came is the tuna tartare. Phenomenal. Tender tuna and a nice crunch from that little crispy fries on top. Whoa, this is foie gras. That's the foie gras right there. And it comes with a raspberry sorbet. I've never seen it presented like this before. So take a little raspberry sorbet, I guess. Oh, so the foie gras is frozen. It's like a dessert. Wow. It's like a frozen foie gras ice cream. I mean, everything's delicious. It just kind of caught me off guard with this presentation. Never had it this way before. Frozen foie gras. Like seriously, it's just like a foie gras ice cream. Definitely different. This is the final appetizer, crepe, and inside is creamy portobello tomato. So far, this restaurant is hitting out of the park. Wow, that's delicious. It tastes like a little crepe wonton. The portobello mushroom is good. The sauce is creamy and light and a little tangy. It's really good. This lobster bisque looks beautiful with, looks like bay scallops inside. Wow, huge lobster flavor. The scallops pretty much melts in your mouth too. So tender. Wow, this is just infused with all that lobster umami. Oh man, like every sip you take, you are tasting a lot of lobster. I mean, with the scallops, it's nice because the scallops are delicious, but even without the scallops, this is one heck of a lobster bisque. Wow, this restaurant is phenomenal. Everything, the presentation is beautiful, all the dishes. Look at this, is the seared scallops. Looks like it's sitting on top of a risotto. Magical dish. Risotto is delicious. Scallops. Tender,
Succulent, buttery, a little sweet with the pumpkin puree on top. I mean, it's not as seared as I would have liked, but the taste is outrageously good. That's so good. Next, I got the grouper. Look at this. Beautiful piece of grouper sitting on some veg, zucchini, carrots, little lemon wedges. This is a plump, juicy, flaky piece of grouper fish. It's really good. The sauce is sitting on, a little citrusy, very buttery. The fish is flaky and mild. Wow. This is a little tough. I don't know if this is cooked medium rare. Actually, I think it's cooked correctly. Not a really tough piece of beef. It's really surprising how in the same resort, the steakhouse could be one of the best things, and a steak at the French restaurant just doesn't compare at all. The flavor is good, but that's way too tough. Last dish I got, these are the veal beef skirt. This looks tender. This is awesome. This is pure melt in your mouth goodness here. It's tender, it's super flavorful. And it tastes very, very fatty as well. This is one of the best dishes I had at this resort. It's so good. I think the best things tonight, scallops for sure. The fish was good. The veal is number one. Ridiculous. Dessert time, I got one of each on the menu. This is a grilled peach dessert tart. Yeah, 10 out of 10. Phenomenal. Ice cream's good with a hint of that nice burnt flavor on the peach. Plus I'm eating fruit, so this is good for me. Look at this. Oh my gosh, warm chocolate cake with crumble on the bottom with ice cream on top. I think it's a hazelnut ice cream. How could this not be good, right? There's a decadent, gooey chocolate cake. The ice cream is good, the crumble is good. Yeah, this restaurant's awesome. Last one is the creme brulee. I've had 2 creme brulees here at this resort. Both are solid 10s. I feel like this dinner, overall, has been very, very impressive with the one exception from the tough beef fillet. I mean, this French restaurant is definitely better overall than the French restaurants at the more expensive resorts I went to in Cabo, 100%. So of all the all-inclusive French restaurants I've eaten at, this is the best one, for sure. All right, I gotta run to the next seafood place to try to get a table, because that seafood menu looks really good. By the way, this resort is so pretty at night. All the pools are lit up, there's music everywhere. It's so nice not getting eaten up by mosquitoes. So nice. Okay, so this is the seafood restaurant I was at lunch earlier today. Let's see how long it takes to get a dinner table. All right, so the seafood restaurant at this point, it's 8 o'clock right now. It has an hour and 20-minute wait. So the Mexican restaurant that I was at yesterday, today has a special event going on where I think they brought in a chef to create a whole different menu just for tonight. So let's try that before going to the seafood place. So the first thing I got is a soup. So this is choripo. So this is a beef broth with a chili paste with cubes of beef inside, some Brussels sprouts, zucchinis, carrots. Love the broth, hate the beef. The broth is delicious. Really beefy, a little smoky, a little bit of heat. The beef cubes are super tough and dry. It's not great. Broth itself, absolutely delicious. And that heat is just hitting me in the back of the throat right now too. Couple of carnita tacos. Look at this pork glistening. Loads of fat on this. Just pick this up. Dunk it in the salsa. Carnita's delicious. Good amount of fat in here. The pork is very tender and smoky. Love the heat from the salsa. This is yummy. I got a pork shank with beans and rice. This looks good. Oh yeah. This is a delicious shank. A lot of fat in here. The sauce is tomatoey, a little bit of heat. Oh, this is good. Rice and beans are delicious. I really like this. I got a red snapper over mole. That's beautiful. And this is sous vide fish, so this thing is just very, very soft. The mole is delicious, really smoky mole. I still like the pork more, but not bad. Okay, this is the enchiladas. Ooh, enchiladas stuffed with minced chicken. I love enchiladas. Mole here is excellent. Tortilla's good. Pickled onions is a really nice touch. There's definitely a lot of heat in this enchilada. It's good. Still, pork shank. To me, that's the best one. So last dish, beef fillet with Jamaican crust and blackberry mole. The steak's really tough. I think the flank steak I got here last time compared to this, so much better. That one was juicy, melt in your mouth. This one's, it's a tenderloin. I mean, I thought it could be pretty tender because the fork went in really easily. It's really chewy. And the sauce is pretty good. I love mole. I love mole anything, but yeah, it's a very chewy steak, unfortunately. Finally, back at the seafood place. Now this place is pretty empty. First dish, lobster ravioli. This is a ginormous ravioli, like a ginormous ravioli. It's more like a giant doughy dumpling. Don't really taste the lobster. This is not great. Next dish, this is the crab cake. I mean, you taste the crab, but this is pretty doughy as well. But at least you taste the crab. It's really spicy mayo on the side. This is a clam chowder bread bowl. This looks like a giant chunks of clams in here. This is way better than the other clam chowder I had. I was really loaded with clams, potatoes. The chowder itself is still a little watery, but a lot better than the first one. This next dish is scallop risotto. It looks like bay scallops in here. It's really cheesy and creamy. The scallops themselves, there's really no flavor in there. It's a super bland dish. This is charred octopus in olive oil. A really tender octopus. That's pretty good. This next dish is the lobster salad. And they definitely made this out of a spiny lobster. Whole lobster is a little tough. Dressing's nice. Yeah, I feel like this restaurant is probably my second least favorite so far, this place. I got a few more dishes coming out though. All right, this surf and turf looks and feels promising. It's a pretty tender fillet of beef. I mean, I think I just got spoiled by the steakhouse last night. The gravy's good. Comes with a little shrimp and mashed potatoes. Shrimp is not bad. This is a really tasty plate of food. Wow, entire lobster thermidor. Look at this. Fresh out of the oven, melty, gooey cheese, chunks of lobster, some mushrooms in here. You can also get the lobster steamed or grilled or pan-fried in butter. That is pretty tasty lobster. I think the last two plates of food really made it up for this place. And I also got a lobster tail that's pan-fried in butter. It's good. If you ever come to this resort and eat dinner at this place, just focus on the lobster and get a surf and turf plate. Best things here. I think I might like the pan-fried lobster more than the thermidor. That's delicious. Good morning, my last full day here at this resort. Oh cool, they got a lot of water activities as well. And I think this is the beach house. This is one of two restaurants that's open right now. First burger I've seen here that comes with a cheese skirt. Pretty good breakfast burger. Wood fire pizza too. It's good pizza. This beachfront restaurant makes the best pizza at this resort. This is what I call breakfast.
So lunch, I haven't had this buffet yet. And this buffet is in a very extensive buffet. So there's an area where you can get pasta, freshly made. You can get meats, steak, seafood grilled. There's a dessert area, salad, cold cuts, hot food items, breads, pizzas. I'm gonna be having a very big dinner, so I just want a couple pieces of grilled fish. Pretty tender, not bad at all. So I pretty much been to every single restaurant I want to go to. Tonight, going back to the steakhouse, gotta eat that one more time, and then going to a hibachi. Okay, dinner is gonna be really, really cool. So got into the steakhouse right as it opened. So right now it's about 5:50 and there's maybe a few tables left. There's a special event tonight, some Mexican fiesta party. So try to go there right after this. But coming back to the steakhouse one more time was definitely a priority. So tonight I got a ribeye, a filet, and a picanha. Well, I'm really gonna miss this place. The steak, as always, absolutely perfect. The ribeye is so fatty and nice. Picanha. Oh man. With that beautiful fat cap, absolutely delicious. And then the filet. That is
is juicy and just pure tenderness. I can't believe this is all you can eat. I might get more steaks after this. I think this is the greatest all-inclusive restaurant I've been to. This is my favorite. This steakhouse is just on fire. It's so good. Each bite, you taste the flames, you taste the smoke. It's tender, it's juicy, the steaks are cooked perfectly. The sides are nice. Oh man, absolute meat heaven here. Absolute. All right, this dessert looks good. I didn't try this yet. This is a, look at this, it's like a fried, they call this a pancake. So it's like a fried bread with a vanilla ice cream with caramel sauce all on top. It's like a cubed churro. That's really good. This thing is really crispy on the outside. I'm gonna miss this place. But they have this fiesta thing going on downstairs, so let's go check that out. Wow. Look at this. This is wonderful. Oh my gosh, everything smells great as well. There's meats grilling over charcoal. All these amazing looking dishes. Oh wow, this is wonderful. Beautiful performances going on. Wow, holy moly. Tons of bread, fruits, desserts. Oh wow, they really set this place up. Look how beautiful. Oh my gosh, what is this? Hola. Oh, it's a giant taco grill. Oh my gosh, and look at this. Holy moly. Giant pork and chicken roasting all over charcoal. Okay, this stuff looks good. Pork and green sauce. Get some pork. Oh yeah, get some chicken mole. Thank you. That chicharron. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. This looks like a horchata. Oh wow, this stuff looks really authentic. Yeah, this is beautiful. There's dancing, there's music, food looks crazy good. It's so good. That pork absolutely melts. There's so much flavor. This tastes like stuff you find on the streets in Mexico City. The marinated pork, whatever that was completely off the hook. Mole chicken is good. The beef is tender and fatty. Chorizo. Oh, this is so good. For this resort to put on something like this, it's just so lovely. I love this. Round two, some tacos, some guacamole, tortilla chips. It looks like a flauta. And then empanada as well. The taco is absolutely loaded with beef. That's some pretty tender beef inside the taco. Chase that with a jalapeno. Wow. Oh, I love this. I think I love this just about as much as a steak restaurant. This is such a fun night. There's so much street food here, and it tastes phenomenal. Brie milk cake. Oh, this thing's got a toasted marshmallow on top. Oh, that's so wonderful. And then just colorful churros. More like churro crackers. This thing is so fun. I had to hurry up and eat because the only reservation you're able to kind of make in this hotel is at a hibachi grill. And that's coming up in about 10 minutes. So, man, this was so fun. Okay, so this restaurant I have not been to. The menu looks very much like a Americanized sushi restaurant, like California rolls and such, but they do have a hibachi grill.
I'm gonna be your check tonight. Nice to meet you. Ready for the show?
Yeah. Wow.
Everybody say bye bye chicken.
Bye bye chicken.
Bye.
Oh, no.
Fried chicken. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Fried chicken. Ready? 1, 2.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Wow, that guy's really good. Good fried rice. I normally never go to hibachi, but if they offer it at all-inclusive, why not? So this is my last night here in this resort, and my flight leaves early tomorrow morning. So total 2.5 nights here. And just to compare this to the previous resorts I've stayed at, so this place cost around, I think around $500 per night, at least the days I'm here, which is about $400 less than the LeBlanc hotel I stayed at in Cabo. So I guess the biggest question is LeBlanc worth $400 more per night than this resort? I don't think so. I think this place is phenomenal. The food is excellent. There's so much activities throughout the day. I went snorkeling for free. I played pickleball. There's archery. There's rifle shooting. There's always something to do. Again, my favorite restaurant here is the Steakhouse. The French place was phenomenal. I think food-wise, places like LeBlanc and Grand Velas, if let's say those places, the food's a 10, this place be a solid 8.5. There's of course a lot of options to choose from. So again, if it's between this place and LeBlanc or Grand Velas, I will save the $400 to $600 a night and stay here. But I will say this. Remember when I mentioned that when you leave LeBlanc, they do give you a 50% discount for a future stay. If it's between this place and the 50% off LeBlanc, I will stay LeBlanc. I think overall, just comparing the 3 resorts, this one, definitely the rooms are a lot more dated than the last 2 hotels I stayed at. Like I said, when you go to the rooms here, it kind of smells like chlorine / something musty. Also, the overall general vibe and the whole entire check-in process, checkout process, how do you interact with the staff, there's definitely a difference between this resort and the last 2. Again, what really impressed me about this place, besides the foods I really liked, is their activities. And tonight, Fiesta night, what they put on, that was phenomenal. It was literally like going to a Mexican street food market. So again, if the price difference is about $300-400, I'm staying here. But if the price is about the same, I would choose LeBlanc or Grand Velas. With that said, last few days, it's just been magical. I love being here. I love walking around. It's such a beautiful resort. There's always something yummy to eat. I just think the overall all-inclusive experience in Mexico is just off the charts. If you've never done it before, I would say definitely add this experience to your bucket list. And as always, thank you all so much for watching. Until we eat again, see you later.